Hi, ladies. Welcome back to Don't Quote Me on That. Today is such an exciting day because if you've watched the last few episodes and if you've been keeping up, you know that I've had a brace on my arm for the past couple of months because I broke my wrist when I went skiing in December. But today I got to take it off. So today the brace came off. It's a really good day. Very exciting day. I am so excited. And I have a party tonight. That is why I have these little hair clips on because honestly, if I have my hair down, I'm just going to be touching it the entire time while I'm talking to you guys. And I don't want it to get greasy because my friend is turning 21 today. So she's throwing a really, really big party. They made a group chat and 100 people confirmed. So if 100 people confirmed, you can imagine the amount of people that are going to show up to that party tonight. So I am so excited for tonight, for that party. I think it's going to be so much fun. A lot of people are going. All of my friends are going. It's just going to be really good time. And it's honestly my last hurrah because next week is the last week before spring break. And I have midterms coming up. I already had one midterm, but I have two midterms this week. And this weekend after tonight, after the birthday, it's going to be hell because I have to study so much. The midterms are definitely hefty and heavy material. I need to study a lot. So that's a Saturday problem. That's a tomorrow problem. Today, brace came off. We're going to the party. I'm so excited. And for right now, I get to catch up with you guys. How have you guys been? I hope everyone is having a really good week. And let's just talk. Let's catch up. This week's episode belongs to the soul category because we're going to talk about something that is different. We haven't talked about it really here. And we're going to talk about manifesting and what I believe is manifesting, sort of my approach to manifesting and how I've seen it work. So let me just tell you guys what I think on that. Woo!
Good morning. Can you talk? I really need coffee. I'm so stressed. I was up studying. I'm gonna be late to class. I'll call you later. I just want to be lazy right now. I should probably go to the gym. I'm hungry. Want to hang out? I don't know anyone going tonight. I'm kind of freaking out. Does this look good? It's gonna be so much fun though. I can't wait. And yeah, that's what I would do. Just don't quote me on that.
So the concept of manifesting is something that's kind of new and more recent. And there's a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people just giving you tips and tricks on how to manifest, how they manifest things. And I'm not going to give you guys steps and a routine that I do to manifest things because I honestly don't. Just sort of how I think that you can get the things that you want in life and how to sort of build your dream life more than manifesting itself, but getting those things that you want. And I think it's a combination of three things and that it only happens the manifestation, let's just call it manifestation. The manifestation only works if those three things align and happen. And that's why I think that some people find it hard to manifest things or they think that it's not working and that they can't get what they want. You can get what you want. It's just a matter of these three things sort of falling into place. So I think that the secret formula to manifesting is these three things: your actions, your thoughts, and an outsider source that is this powerful thing. You can call it the universe or God or Buddha or Allah or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it the universe for the episode. But those three things: your actions, your thoughts, and the universe, aka another force and source that's bigger than you, basically. So let's start with our thoughts because that's where anything starts. It starts with our thoughts. It starts with our desire for something. We want something. This is the thing that we want. And we're thinking about it. And your thoughts are very, very powerful, and they've been proven to be a very powerful thing in multiple different instances. But there was a study that they did at some research facility. I don't remember what the study was exactly. I don't know the name of the study, but they did the study where they were measuring your thoughts and measuring the wave that your thoughts produced. So they put this helmet around a person and had a bunch of sciencey things. I don't know the gist of it. A bunch of sciencey things. And they were going to measure your thought patterns. and the pattern of the wave of your thoughts, because energy travels in waves, how you have like light waves and sound waves and things like that. So they were trying to measure your thoughts, and they were able to measure them. They measured the pattern and the waves of our thoughts. But if you think about it, if they were able to put a helmet on someone and they were able to measure the pattern of their thoughts and the waves that their thoughts produce from the outside, that means that our thoughts literally travel outside our brains. Like they literally, like if you're watching this, like it's literally a wave going outside of your head into the space, into the universe, into like the open. So if our thoughts can literally travel outside our heads, they're literally waves going outside of our heads. You know how powerful that is? That our thoughts are waves of energy traveling outside of our heads into the space, into the universe. They're a very powerful thing. So it starts with your head. I don't know about like writing it down 10 times a day when you wake up. I do know the importance of waking up. I like saw a couple of videos about it. The first like couple of minutes or like hour, I don't know, when you wake up, and the last few minutes before you go to bed, those are like your most creative periods, and when your brain enters like a state of beta, I think that's what it's called. And that's when you're most creative and your brain has like the most neuroactivity going on. So that's when it's at its most powerful, basically, to turn those thoughts into reality. So that's why they say to like manifest like in the morning or at nighttime. But as I was saying, I don't know about like writing it down, but definitely think about it. Just thinking about it, your thoughts, the more that you think about something, the more likely it is to come true, because you're literally just putting those thoughts out there. And that's why people call it like, don't put those thoughts out there. Like when they tell you like, don't think negative things, because they literally go outside of your head. They can become a reality. So that's why they say like, careful putting those thoughts out there, because you are putting those thoughts out there. So it is important to think about it so much, to think about it to the point where you can literally visualize it. You can picture it in your head. You can create literally a fake scenario in your head of you living in that moment, being in that moment, getting the thing that you want, or living the lifestyle that you want. It needs to be that powerful, to the point where you can literally close your eyes, picture yourself living in that moment. And if you think about it a lot, well, you're putting those thoughts out there. But I feel like that's about it when it comes to manifesting. Like that's what people are like talking about, like your thoughts and the morning and writing and things like that. Yes, all of those things are very important, and that's where it starts. But there's two other things that I think are missing, and that's why manifesting doesn't really happen for a lot of people, or that's why it's hard, because there's two things that are missing. So you have your thoughts, right? You know what you want. You're thinking about it 24/7. You can picture yourself having it in that moment. Okay. Now, second, your actions. Your actions need to align with that person that has those things, or that person that is living that lifestyle. So if you're, for example, really manifesting that you get into your dream college, you're in high school right now, you're a junior, you really want to get into your dream school, you need to be doing things that a person that would get into your dream school would be doing. It's not enough to just think a lot about the fact that you really want to go to a good school. You need to do things. You need to get up and study, and you need to like work your ass to get there. It's not just going to happen by thinking about it. Your actions need to align with those thoughts in order to turn those thoughts into tangible things and turn it into a reality. So it's not just, oh, I want $1 million, write it down, and then sit your ass on the couch and don't do anything. You're never going to get this $1 million. Like, you need to get up and do things and actually put your best foot forward. Things are not going to come easy to you, and it's just not going to happen just because you manifest it. You need to work really, really hard. And the bigger your goals are and the bigger your dreams are, the harder you're going to have to work for them. So the bigger the manifestation, the bigger the actions that come attached to it. And I know it's a lot, but if you really, really want it, you're going to have to put as much amount of effort into getting that. Otherwise, you're just not going to get it. And then there's a third thing, because you can really, really think that you want it. Everything we've talked about, saying it, thinking it, visualizing it, that's first step. Second step, you're acting on it, right? You're doing what you need to do. You're showing up to the thing that it is that you need to do. Like, you're actually trying. You're trying your hardest. You're trying your hardest to get there. Second step, right? There's a third one missing, because you can do both of those things. But if the third one doesn't work out, and that's why I saved it for last, it's not going to happen. And that's the key ingredient, the third one. Because no matter how much thinking or how many actions you take, you still need that third element, that is the universe. And I'm just going to use the word the universe for like simpler terms, but you can insert whatever you want to use. I'm just going to use the word universe for simpler terms. The universe needs to be in agreement with what you're asking for. Because I don't mean to be nerdy, but one of Newton's laws says that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the way I'm thinking about it is, okay, if my thoughts are literal waves of energy that are leaving my head and going out into the world, into the universe, there has to be an equal or opposite reaction. Doesn't there? Like, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So there has to be an equal or opposite reaction. So if my thought is a wave of energy that travels outside, the universe receives that thought, they receive that manifestation, and then it has two options: equal or opposite reaction. An equal reaction would be, okay, here you go, your manifestation is coming true. An opposite reaction would be, nope, that's not happening. You're going to get something else, or something similar, or something completely different, or you're just not going to get it at all. But one or the two happens. You either get it or you don't, and you get something better or something similar. But it is up to the universe at the end of the day. Because if it's not meant for you, it's not going to happen. You can do all of the manifesting you want. You can write it down 70 million times on a piece of paper. You can work as hard as you can. Like, literally no sleeping, just working to get that thing that you want. If it's not meant for you, you're not going to get it. You're going to get something better or something similar or something just completely different. But you're going to get what is meant for you. And if that's not meant for you, your manifestation's not meant for you, you're not going to get it. The universe is not going to send it back to you. And that's why I think, like, a lot of people will tell you, like, oh, manifesting doesn't work, or like, oh, you can't get everything you want. Like, kind of, but not. Like, you can get what you want, but at the same time, you can't control what it is that you're going to get, in a way. But the ultimate secret sauce to manifesting, I think, is a key of having those three things align at the same time. You really wanting something, you putting your best foot forward to getting that thing, and that thing being meant for you or not. Only if those three things happen. And I've had so many examples in my life where I've seen things get manifested, not exactly the way I thought about them, but in a better way. And better meaning that it was better for me. It was better for my life at the end of the day. Sure, it could have been cooler to do what I wanted, but it happened the way it was supposed to happen. And it worked out well. It worked out really well. And I kind of manifested them like by accident, by simply really wanting something, which were my thoughts and compulsive, just like daydreaming about them because I obsess over things. So when I really want something, I'll like think about it nonstop. And then putting my best foot forward, because when I'm determined to get something, I push my hardest to get it. And then the universe, or I personally think like God, but so I stick to the same terms. The universe said yes to some things. And then it said, nope, I have something different. I have something better to other things. But it was a mix of the three. And I think that's like kind of like the secret sauce to manifesting, and how, like, honestly, just the secret sauce to like building your future, building the life that you want, getting those things that you want. But it is understanding those three things and understanding that the third one is kind of the ultimate determining factor. It's kind of that thing that decides whether you do get it or not. And we have no control over that one. Because you can do the thinking and the manifesting and the visualizing this thing that you want so bad. And you can be putting your best foot forward. You can control both of those things. You have control over your thoughts and over your actions. But you don't have control over the universe. So that's why it kind of sucks in a way. Really, let's be honest here. It kind of sucks because it depends on that. It depends on whether that believes it's the best for you and it's meant for you, and we can't control that. But if the three of them align at the same time, your manifestation kind of comes true. You can make your thoughts and turn your thoughts into reality. That is 100% a fact. You can definitely turn your thoughts into reality. I just personally think that it is a combination of those three things to turn your thoughts into reality. And I have been meaning to talk to you guys about this and to bring up this and I've been meaning to share this with you guys because this is something that I'm aware of, but sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes I will manifest something a lot. I will think about it a lot. I really, really want it. And then I think that it's meant for me. I think that the universe is going to give it back to me. I'm just not doing anything about it. And my actions don't align. And I'm aware of it sometimes. I'm aware of damn it, I'm not getting what I want because I'm not really doing what I'm supposed to be doing to get there. Or sometimes I will really be putting my best foot forward. I'm working my hardest. I really, really want something. And then I don't get it. And by understanding this, I also have the satisfaction, the calmness of knowing okay, you thought about it because you really wanted it. You put your best foot forward. But if you're not getting it, it's because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You weren't supposed to get it. It was just the opposite reaction. It's not meant for you. So by breaking the three down, when you really want something and you're not getting it, you can kind of pick apart which area is not working for you and which one you can control, which one you can't control, and if you're going to do something about it or not. So it's cool to break it down like that. It also helps you, like I said, to get that thing that you do want. And I also wanted to share it because I know so many people don't believe in manifesting and they're that's not going to work. It's just BS, whatever. A lot of the times, the people that tell me that, they're I've been manifesting so much and it's not working. And it's I want this job. I don't know. And all they do is just go out, party, and they don't do anything to get that job that they really want. So I'm you're missing something. You can't just manifest and not get it and not do anything about it. So I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say oh, it works. Oh, it doesn't. I think it's a combination of the three. And you need to get the three right, basically. And it's really hard to get the three right. So that's why I kind of just wanted to share. Also, kind of for me, this is a reminder and wake up call because there's so many things that I do want, but I've been, I don't know, pushing off and sort of not focusing on, my actions aren't aligning with those thoughts. So I kind of also wanted to talk about it because right now I've been thinking about it recently a lot. I'm you can get it. You can get that thing. You just need to get your ass up and work and do that thing. And then sometimes I also get really frustrated because things don't work out for me. And I forget about the third one. I forget that the universe just didn't respond, basically. Think about it like that. Think about a call. You call someone, hey, do you want to hang out? They could say yes or they could say no. So you're telling the universe hey, can I get this dream job? Hey, can I get this boyfriend? Hey, can I whatever? You are asking them that and it's just saying yes, sure, go ahead. Here you go. Or maybe it says like, no, I have something better for you and I'm just going to give it to you later. But so sometimes I forget that I'm calling and asking. At the end of the day, you're still calling and asking. You're not calling and telling them like, hey, give this to me. You're calling and asking. So whenever I don't get something, I just remind myself of that too. Remind myself like, I called and they said no, but I called. So yeah, that's sort of how I manifest in a way, I guess. I don't really call it manifesting. That's sort of like what I've been doing through the years to get the things that I want and how I think that you can get the things that you want. And I just thought it'd be cool to share, keep the episode light this week, not talk about anything so deep, dark, and mysterious because I have so much to do this week that I was like, let's just talk about nice things, manifesting, getting what we want. Hopefully we all get what we want. But like I said, the universe, we can't control that. Yeah. But it is a part of manifesting. Okay, I'll stop talking. I've been yapping and rambling for too long. So I'm going to shut up now. What do I have to do now? Okay, I have to edit this podcast and this like vlog for this week. I need to start vlogging more, guys. Like, I want to turn it into like a full vlog. We'll do that another time. So I need to edit this, and then the party tonight is at 8:30. I'm thinking I'm going to get there like 9:15, 9:30 maybe. It's also like 5 minutes away from my house, which is perfect because I can leave whenever I want to. But I need to start getting ready for that, like at 8:30, 8. I don't know. What time is it? Okay, it's 5 p.m. I have like 3 hours until I have to get ready, which is good enough amount of time to work on this. And then tomorrow, my grind starts. 2 midterms. I can do this. Yeah, I'm going to manifest an A, honestly. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, not to make the episode any longer, but like if I want an A, I can really think about my A, but then I also need to put my foot forward and really study to get that A. And then also, like, the universe is going to say yes, because like, why would it say no if I studied so much? I'm going to say yes. But I'm going to go do that. So that was it for this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in and chit-chatting with me. I hope you guys have a really, really good week. Hope you enjoyed your Sunday. And I will see you guys next week for another episode.